take 67 here. In case you haven't noticed, I was not born to naturally be on this side of the camera, but oh well, here we go. All right, so I was gonna start this. All right, so I want to start doing a couple of nutrition coaching videos for you guys. We're all in a rough spot. Everything is less than ideal right now, with quarantine to lockdown, gym not being open, to life as we know it kind of being flipped upside down. So in the next series of videos that I'm gonna shoot, I want to try and give you guys some information that is usable, tangible. You can take it to it right now, today, and that it will help you get better, help you reach your goals, and maybe just help you kind of to get through this a little bit better, as opposed to just saying, the hell with it, I'm just gonna hang out and let everything go to hell and wait till this is all over and then I'll start from scratch or ground zero. We don't want that. We don't want to lose all the progress we've made. We don't want to set ourselves back. So maybe we don't make giant leaps forward, but if we can keep going in the right direction and prevent ourselves from going backwards, then given everything that's going on, that's a big win. So today, what I want to talk about is where do we start? And where we should start is with what I'm calling 10 roadblocks. So think about this is kind of like when the city of Bozeman shuts down roads, every road, all at the same time overnight, and suddenly you can't get to where you need to go. And your first 3 or 4 options or alternative routes are also under road construction. This is about maybe not finding the most efficient route or the fastest route or the best route, but it's about finding the route that's available to get you to where you want to go. Okay. So what we have are 10 roadblocks. So before you go ahead and worry about what those are, first write down what your goal is. So I cheated a little bit. I just put one word up here. I know specifically what I'm looking for, but improved physique. Make your goal as specific as you can. So don't just say I want to lose weight. Like, how much weight do you want to lose? If you want to hit a certain body fat percentage, write down what that is. If you want to add muscle mass and you know your in-body results, like write down exactly what it is you're after, or at least what you think you're after, what your current goal is now. Once you have your goal written out, this exercise is to write down the first 10 things that come to mind that you are doing that are getting in the way of you achieving that goal. Okay, that's why I call them roadblocks. So what are 10 things you're doing right now that you know are preventing you from reaching that goal, that are getting in the way? So this is my list that I actually came up with for myself. And so what I ended up doing is a couple of these, the way they came in my head, is just how I wrote them down, which is fine, it's what I want you to do. Some of these were things that I was not doing. Okay, so like I'm not doing cardio, I'm not asking for accountability, I'm not scheduling my workouts. It's okay, get them out on paper. It's just a brainstorm. Once you have them, if you have any that are written out like that, like something that you're not doing, physically rewrite them so that it reads as something you are doing. So like, for example, number 6, you're not asking for accountability. What am I doing? I'm working out on my own. Right? I don't have a workout partner. I don't have a class to come to. There isn't that sense of accountability because what I'm doing is I'm working out on my own. Okay, so I did that for all these other ones. Once you have your list, and don't make it more than 10. Don't overwhelm yourself. And if you can't think of 10 right off the top of your head, that's fine. Just give yourselves a few to pick from. If you're struggling, if you don't have that many, don't rush it. Give yourself a little bit of time. But usually, I think the first 5 came to me like in 2 seconds. So once you have your list, go through and you're gonna pick out the one that is the easiest for you to give up, to stop doing. Now, how do you pick the easiest one? You gotta keep 2 things in mind. One, Are you able to do that? Are you able to give up that thing? Okay. There's an example on my list here. Not having somewhere to go. Okay. So I rewrote that to I'm working out at home. That's what I'm doing. That's what's getting in the way. Home workouts. We're stuck with that. It's the best we can do. The gym's not open. You can't go there. It is what it is. Maybe you can get outside and do a little bit of a workout outside. You should when you have a chance, but for the most part, we're all stuck at home. We're all in the same boat. I can't physically change that, so that's not one I can pick off this list. Maybe I'm willing to change it. Maybe I'm really ready to come back to the gym, but I'm not physically able to change it, so it doesn't matter. All right, so you need to be physically able to make this change or to give up this habit that you're doing. And 2, you need to be willing to do it, okay? So number 2 is probably on everybody's list already. And the reality is almost nobody's gonna be willing to give that up, especially not now. Under normal circumstances, under perfect, ideal situations, almost nobody's willing to give that up, okay? Especially now. Hopefully it's quarantine vacation mentality has worn off a little bit, but regardless, this is probably something, well, I know this is something that statistically has gone up in the country, but regardless, people probably aren't willing to give that one up. And even if you make your list and go, well, man, if I could give up drinking, that would actually give me my physique goals or weight loss goals or whatever faster than anything else on my list, it doesn't matter. Because if you pick something and try and remove it that maybe you're able to, but you're not willing to, like deep down, you're not really willing to give that up, it's gonna be a fight. It's gonna make every step along the way harder, and then you're likely gonna rebound. So how long, if you try and force yourself to stop drinking, how long is that gonna go before you go, oh, screw it, I'm going back, I'm gonna have a drink, and then, how far back does that set your progress? Because that was what you're hanging your hat on. So don't pick something that you're not willing to give up, okay? So for me, that one's staying on my list. All right, so I went through, made my list, and the easiest one, the one that I'm physically able to and the most willing to give up, is number 5 here. So that's getting on social media in the morning. It's an awful habit. It puts me in a bad mood all the time. There's way too much negativity on Instagram, and especially on Twitter. It, for the most part, ruins my day, and it's a huge time suck. So there are 0 good qualities about this, for the most part. Unless I'm specifically talking to someone on there, but that can wait. Doesn't have to be first thing in the morning. And people that I really care about talking to, I'll text or I'll Snapchat. But Instagram, Twitter in the morning, huge time suck. I'm able to give that one up, and I'm definitely willing to give that one up. Okay, so got my list, picked out the easiest one that I'm willing and able to give up, and now 3rd step is physically write out what is the smallest, easiest, most effortless action that you can do to try and give that up. Okay, so I'm not going to write this out, but for me, for giving up social media, the smallest, most effortless action that I can come up with is to leave my phone in my room when I go make coffee. Okay, now here's the sort of 4th step to making this really work, and that is you can link or tie your small action to a habit that you already have, something that's routine, that's effortless, that you don't have to think about. The more success you'll have with this. So for me, every morning, I get up, I make my bed, and then I go downstairs to make coffee. So I already have a built-in habit, built-in routine. So with that, when I go downstairs to make coffee, that's sort of my trigger to remind myself, hey, leave my phone in the room, because if I don't, I'll probably hop on social media and I'll waste a bunch of time and get in a bad mood. So I have the habit, that's my action. It is literally effortless. I physically don't, just make sure my phone's not in my hand or in my pocket. Leave it on the bed. Don't touch it in the morning when my alarm goes off. Turn the alarm off, leave it alone. Okay? Literally takes no effort. That is the smallest action I can think of. If somebody has a better one, let me know, but it's worked pretty well when I've actually stuck to it. So, and I just started this week, so smallest action you can think of to give that up. And then the last step, the last piece is if you can tie that action to a habit, you can pair it with something. So this is in the morning, I have a morning routine, go downstairs, make coffee, I can just, that's sort of my cue to say, hey, leave your phone in your room, okay? So looking at my list, not everything on here, like I said, kind of used this example before, not everything is even gonna fit in terms of something that I can take away, and that's okay. You're just looking for that one thing. Really doesn't matter what else is on the list. You're just trying to brainstorm, dump out the things that come to mind right away that when you do them, you're in the back of your mind, you're like, this is not helping, okay? And that's definitely what that is for me. Every time I get on, I'm like, and I've read over and over again, this is just a terrible way to start your day. I know when I don't start my day that way, I feel better and usually more productive, so that's where I'm at with that one. So, okay, that's all I got. I hope you guys actually take this, give this exercise a try. Let me know how it goes. Let me know if you have questions. I'm happy to help. Shoot me a DM. You can contact me any way you want. When you come up with, you don't have to share your whole list, but when you come up with the one thing you're doing and the one small action that you came up with, I think it'd be kind of cool if you guys shared that with your teams or with the rest of the members on the app. We're, like I said, we're all in this together, so everybody's going through the same or similar struggles. So share what you came up with, help other people out, give them some ideas. Sometimes coming up with that small effortless action, like that is the hardest part of this, and I think sometimes people will get caught trying to do something that's maybe a little bit too much effort. I mean, seriously, even if your action sounds stupid or weird, as small and effortless as you can make it, it's what you're trying to do is give yourself a cue or a trigger to get rid of one of these bad habits. Okay, so give that a shot and then share with the group what you come up with. All right, see you guys.